up though. They feel like, you know, they've got catch, they got the kill potential, they got the push. And for Secret, you know, I know IOPL can be strong and they got the catch a little bit in the Batrider, but the kill potential is not as strong at the start. I feel like they might be a little bit slow compared to Fnatic.
The amount of push Fnatic have is nuts.
It's crazy.
Absolutely nuts.
So I think they could. It doesn't really work with the Chen, so maybe. But I think they would like to be able to have some sort of Radiance type hero that just gives you that damage over time. Like the Abaddon or a Timbersaw kind of setup would be nice. But I don't know how well it sets with their current lanes they have.
Bloodseeker.
So apparently they do feel like they banned away like kind of a greedier hero in the Ember Spirits. They do feel like it's going to be like some sort of tiny Chen dual off lane. And then the mid or safe lane is potentially free.
10 seconds
So I guess that does kind of maybe leave a hero like Timbersaw who's naturally greedier out there.
I heard puppies just say that too.
Yep.
The Invoker
No,
as well.
Timbersaw.
I think he said that they can pick the lane. They're trying to think how they're going to match this up.
Yeah, they've got some time left in the bonus time, so, you know, talking about where they can lane watch and what matchups they're going to hope for.
Like their concern, like Cap said, is that this Chen is just going to rotate to their safe lane, and whatever they put there is going to have a really tough time. Lone Druid is going to be fine on his own, and you're just going to have Chen and his creeps and Tiny all over you. That is very, very tough.
I think they just want a pretty fast hero. Bristleback. So depending on how you feel about this, maybe like Dragonite is a faster hero that Fnatic can fit in that has the AoE against PL, but it would also be a Silver Edge carrier against the Bristleback.
I was thinking Tiny.
The Timber is still strong here as well.
Yeah, and Tiny, as they were saying, Tiny can go for it as well. So you've got, if one lane kind of folds, you've got the backup plan. What else they could really...
I mean, I will always back a well set up Abed Invoker, but Phantom Lancer gets on top of you, that's really hard. Batrider saying.
Still, you'd have to be overly defensive.
I just hear a lot of timber sounds on the side of Fnatic at the moment.
It would definitely be...
At least I was on the right track.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
Haven't seen.
But they haven't made up their mind yet either, and they also still have time left. The discussion on the side of Fnatic right now is pretty intense.
I actually can't think of too many other heroes that really give you the prerequisites of being able to deal with heroes that get on top of you, like Batrider and Sand King too. Also being able to give you the kind of sustained out team fight. You can't really focus on Burstle, I don't think.
Do they want another melee core though with the Lone Druid, the Tiny, and DK?
Kind of get away with it. It's not crippling.
I mean, DK is like a mix.
Yeah,
like Timbersaw is like.
I think they'll
can't really
profit.
focus
I know they're
on
like,
him being melee.
They actually do go.
There's a timber.
Yeah, I think it's it gives that sustained damage. It doesn't get bursted down when people get on top of you.
This looks like a lot better draft than the first game that we had. Bit more well-rounded on the side of Fnatic, bit more aggressive. They can set the pace themselves. Cap,
absolutely.
You're up first.
They have a nice combination of catch and early push. It's all going to come down to the laning phase because Lone Druid, Tiny, and Timbersaw all need a prerequisite amount of farm, especially the Timbersaw is a big snowball hero.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a little difficult to achieve, but I'll still back Fnatic here.
You'll back Fnatic, Pigeon?
I think we've seen, even if Timber gets shut down, we've seen Fnatic, they bounce back quite well with these type of heroes. So I like their laning phase a lot better. I think it's very defensive, but not as much aggression maybe. I'll go Fnatic.
I'm going to go with Secret. I think they'll outplay them. They look
Right.
Thank you, Ted.
like a quality
There we
team.
go.
So,
It is
I was a little bit concerned there for a moment.
No,
I mean, it is a very even draft, a lot more even than that first game. We're going to see a lot of aggression, if to believe our analysts. Let's find out what's going to happen in Game 2 of this best-of-5 Grand Finals with OD Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Game 2 ready to go here between Team Secret and Fnatic. We've got change-ups in the drafts. We do have this 5th pick, Abed Timbersaw, that the panel was sort of looking towards. How do you feel about this? Is this going to cause huge issues for this Bristleback IO that we're seeing coming out from Secret?
Well, that's why they picked the Timber, right? It's versus that Bristle, that Io, and the Phantom Lynch with the clear out the illusions. However, the other two heroes are pretty good versus Timber in this game. Sand King and Batrider are always going to be pretty strong versus that hero, but they were looking, we said, something to deal with those other ones. So it could be pretty nice if he actually just has a good start. If he can get early Hood and get those early levels, he should be pretty strong in this matchup here.
Gonna see Secret go for a bit of early action.
I'm pretty curious too, like seeing Bristle back. I haven't seen this hero in a long time. We've got the Io Bristle combo, of course, that they're going to be trying to use quite heavily and put pressure onto Fnatic's lineup. Can work pretty nice versus the Tiny since you're so low armor early. And you actually have a way of forcing buildings now with that Bristle. Well, they were pretty limited if DJ actually gets caught out right away.
They've got themselves a first blood here for sure. DJ surrounded with the smoke wrap around from Secret. Batter will be the one to take the first blood.
Fada again on the Batrider. Had a very good game in the last game. Could also this time around, they don't really have anything too defensive to protect. Sure, like Rubik, you can get the instant lift off and Chen can send home the hero that does get lassoed, but beside that, it is quite limited to stop Fada in his tracks. Only 2 small stuns coming out on Fnatic, the Rubik lift and that avalanche coming in.
But would you agree with the panel overall that you prefer Fnatic's sort of approach this time round? I think a little bit more than game one's.
Yeah, I think their draft this time is definitely better. I mean, they've got Envion, a very comfortable hero, the Lone Druid. Sure, he was on a Comfort Weaver, but it was, as we said, a hard Weaver game when you pick it into the Night Stalker. So yeah, I do think this time around it is a little bit better, but Secret's been looking phenomenal whenever they have these ideas, right? These different types of drafts that people don't expect. So they're trying to get the Batrider versus the Timbersaw, so the dodge comes out from Fnatic initially, putting Universe in the mid lane.
Making that read and keeping themselves a step ahead in that sense. We'll see if Secret do stick with this or if they make further alterations. And still though, it's a bit of a rough lane here for Universe.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I think the biggest thing is that they want to make sure their Timbersaw is their last pick, so like this hero needs to have a good game, so they can't have it matched up versus that Batrider. That's the big thing for me. And look at what Puppey's doing here. The last game he was blocking out the camps versus the Enchantress. This time around, similar strategy, blocking out both of these versus the DJ Chen. DJ does have the other hard camp available though.
Yeah, just managed to find himself a Troll Summoner. One of the strong ones early game for that extra bit of catch and control. Puppey will head up it. I'll start to have a bit of a look into the movements of DJ and keep tabs on the Chen play.
Look at Secret's lineup and Fnatic. I'm just like, Magic Wand is probably the most valuable item in the game at this versus that draft. Like Bristle back plus Batrider, you're always going to have a massive amount of wand charges. So we'll see them get that pretty much on every hero very early on.
So on to DJ again. Puppey just following DJ around the jungle. These early levels, making sure that you can stab some of the experience.
Yep, keeping tabs. Deny those bounty runes as well. Abed already having a great time, of course, versus that Bristleback. And getting that Chen initial send homes on the creeps. Yapsor will be able to grab that second bounty with his bottle. But yeah, look at this Timbers farm already. Getting every single last hit up top.
Certainly is Abed. Trapped. One of those games we've seen Timbersaws in the past get massively out of control.
Puppey blocked. He did put down the secondary ward to block the hard camp after he could find the initial one camp. Puppey getting harassed here a bit.
Has got the burrow shrine. We'll probably need to use it.
Yeah, DJ's trying to go for those body blocks.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Lauren lane farm for mid one. Not looking too great.
Yeah, again, just like last game, right? Fnatic getting these lane setups that they wanted. Looking very nice for them at the start here. Universe getting stacked up here. He's able to toss Fada away.
Fada still thinking about going for a little bit of a dive there, but those creeps are gone. To tank the tower if he wants to get aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, Tiny has a lot of HP and 17 wand charges constantly versus that bat, so. Okay, like you mentioned, mid one, not getting a lot of farm down here versus this empty Lone Druid. 15-8.
This has got to be a bit worrying really for Secret, because this is a lane where you've got an IO backing up your core, and the lane just doesn't really do anything, really, does it, this IOPL?
No, not really. I'm surprised actually how bad Mid1's last hits are at this moment. They're 6 and 4. He hasn't really had too much pressure on him. It's not like he's at risk of dying down here. Just the last hits from Envy just putting in clutch. When you're playing versus like double hero, right? If a lone druid can match up the hits perfectly, it's very hard for him to always lane versus that hero.
Mid1's certainly having a very, very tough time.
Yeah. They're constantly securing the bounty runes though for YapzOr. That's the one nice thing. So he's gonna be able to have the mana constantly, but falling very far behind on last hits.
Top lane. But of course still maintaining the lead. And
Got the dream.
they really have. These lanes, I mean, as we said, last game, sure. You know, Secret won the game, but Fnatic did have sort of a nice look to the lanes at the start. This is more so though, for Fnatic. These lanes are even nicer than the matches that they had in game 1. So this extra bit of a lead at the start for Fnatic could be what they need to make sure that they can stay ahead of Secret.
I mean, I've just been constantly watching bottom. Mid1 is really having trouble getting those last hits versus Despair.
But getting close to that level 6, and that's the point where Ace has got to be really careful. Definite kill potential in this 1v1.
Yeah, if you're able to get ideally that double whirling death, if you get like the double, you know, the stat attribution minus and then the secondary one, it's a lot of damage coming into that bristle when you have 6. Puppey is kind of playing around here though. Try to protect.
And they've got a TP coming in actually from Fada. Just going to make the rotation. He's not level 6 though. See if they can do enough here with the chase down. They do have to be careful though. Arbet pops the stick charges and backups there from Pi. Coming with the burrow strike. Arbet down to, he's ready to turn. Pops out the chakram, takes one of them. Arbet will fall. As the send back not able to tick it in time. So the 1-for-1 trade comes through.
That got scary for a second. Arbet almost got sent home.
But it was very close. Secret able to get that kill on Arbet. It certainly was the big one.
I think this is looking like the similar thing to last game that Secret did, right? They were like, okay, lanes are not going good, so let's make a gank attempt to try to happen, and then we're gonna like swap these lanes up. We see the PL now moving toward mid to try to secure himself some farm, but he's versus a level 6 Tiny already.
Universe is actually going in, and he
Mid1's
just
dead.
got the kill.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's versus a level 6 Tiny, and he's level 4.
That lane down bottom is just the very uncharacteristic of mid-1, and that sort of mistake mid, just not doing the maths. Not realizing that the burst damage would be there for Universe to walk up and do that. This is not the mid-1 from game 1.
No, definitely not. And now it's kind of awkward right now for Secret too, right? They have YapzOr bottom position versus this Lone Druid as an IO. He's kind of just like jungling with the spirits. And Envy is full out free farming. All 3 cores actually are full free farming for Fnatic.
Yeah, they really are.
Dominator's already finished for Envy too now. But he can look to start getting aggressive with that creep and pressure the tower as well since he's got the catapult wave already.
Yeah, absolutely just trying to soak up some XP from this bottom lane.
Mid1 doesn't really have a home now as this Phantom Lance
there
here.
you go.
Like he doesn't want to go top versus the Timber Saw. Mid is obviously difficult since he just died to that Tiny, and bottom he wasn't getting last hits top.
They're going to try and make a go to Pi, and they should be able to find him. Pi will try to turn the telekinesis, but against the 3 heroes, no chance for the Ruby.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna need Fada and Ace to put in a lot of work in this game to be able to catch Mid1 back up. Still only level 4 on this PL, and Universe is about to level 8.
Got to get the action going somehow, Secret. Especially when you've drafted sort of this safe lane bristleback. You want to be getting stuff done. You don't want to be sitting back and farming.
Chris just constantly spamming in Mid1, leaving him pretty low. Ace now will go to the jungle, try to stack up the camps and farm with those quills. And now they actually do have like the Bat Rider versus that Timber Saw constantly, so that will be the one lane that's very advantageous for Secret, but the other 2 are heavily in favor of Fnatic.
Do it, Fada. Actually taking quite a bit of harassment there from Arbet.
Ooh, actually pops his regen and gets hit by DJ and bottom. Envy gets a solo grab.
Yep, able to get in there with the DD bear.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Fnatic, they are certainly doing it with this opening. Getting some pressure onto the tier 1 tower. Response will come from Secret as Ace and Yapzor head down to defend. What's the did we quite see what the smiling face was for?
That one I didn't see. I was not looking at mid, actually.
He must have gone
I think Universe is just messing with mid one, but
oh, what happened?
I don't know what it's
Oh, I want to know what the drama is now.
I'm pretty sure mid one just
Maybe some
actually,
sort of bug or something.
I don't know. I think mid one just actually can't walk up to get last hits. Universe is making his life miserable.
Hey, or hang on, he's not doing some naughty Phantom Rush stuff, is he?
No, I don't think so.
I've seen a few PLs do it.
I mean,
Still in the game.
bottom now also. They get Yap Sword, but mid one can't really farm. Level 5 Phantom Lancer versus almost level... It is a level 9 Tiny already, so he's got almost the full arsenal of the combo.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping my eyes on this.
I'm keeping my eyes. Maybe it was
Honestly,
skill abuse.
he may have... That's all I can think of. Like, between these two, what could have happened? And it might be... Sometimes you can accidentally do it, you know? Maybe. I don't know. But we're not pointing any fingers. Maybe they're just having a joke.
Maybe. I mean, mid one is... He's starting to get a couple last hits at least, but still very scary for him. This Universe. A slow-paced game coming out from Secret, only 4-3 right now, similar to that last game.
Universe just continuing to clean the way as you've got Ace actually coming into the jungle of Fnatic. Found Pi. Quill Sprays will do it. Now they look to try and go for the revenge kill.
Got a full Vanguard. Pretty tanky even versus Abed at the moment. And he's got Yapzor behind him.
Pretty much impossible to go for those two.
This whole time during all this too, Puppy's just actually been sandstorming in the jungle. So he knows he can't really make moves around the lanes with the heroes that they've got right now. They can make moves maybe with the Batrider, but with the other ones, they can't really get too aggressive. And Fada's getting closer and closer toward Blink, which will allow him to make that space that they desperately need for mid one. Continuing to struggle. Smoke comes out. They could get the catch here with a toss onto Fada. They could toss Pi in.
See what they can do. Fada.
And they do.
The lockdown here, Pi in on the front lines with the telekinesis, drags him back into Universe's combo. They've got the kill.
I love when people use like just toss as that initiation ability with either a creep from the Chen or from the Rubik like that. It's always going to be a bit unexpected.
Bottom lane, Yapzor getting got up on here by Envy. Envy going to try and get the Centaur into range. But surely giving Yapzor the rundown, and
he looks pretty dead.
Control. Yap, he's gone. Envy.
And top two, Puppy gets surrounded.
Fnatic getting pickoffs up and down the map. Get some pressure onto this tier 1 tower as well. The fact that all three of their cores are in a very good place, allowing them to go for these sort of split plays. They don't have to find the pickoffs at 5. As we're seeing, their heroes very much capable of getting solo kills.
Yeah, and Universe about to have that blink, so he's going to be able to continue that aggression. They can go for killing pretty much anyone on the map besides Ace once they have that blink on the Tiny. And already a 4K advantage for them.
Yeah, this is the sort of lane dominance and outcome that they would want from the laning stage that Fnatic would have been hoping for from game 1. As you mentioned, it went well, but at the time, it wasn't quite as well as you would have imagined Fnatic would have wanted it to. This time around, though, 12 minutes in to draft the lineup they have. This is Fnatic achieving their game plan so far, 12 minutes in.
Absolutely. I mean, Envy's going to have a Radiance before this Phantom Lancer is, but he has a place in the game.
With the Blink Dagger, he's able to find those pickoffs. Jumps in, is able to find out Puppy. Now he has to run. Ace and Yapzor looking for the chase down. Fada gets in with that grab. Universe will be sent home. Pylon Eye goes for the TP out. They're both going to make it.
The Chen creeps might not be so lucky, though.
Still, though, Fnatic trying to do their best to avoid it. In fact, Universe comes back in. And he gets the kill on Yapzor.
And gets sent home again.
Back and forth, he's in and out, Universe.
Fnatic's just taking advantage of the fact that it's pretty much 4 heroes on the side of Secret right now because this Phantom Lancer can't get involved in the game. And like I was mentioning, Envy's getting closer and closer toward Radiance, so Radiance versus PL, one of the most ideal item choices.
I mean, Universe is just playing this perfectly. I mean, it's not every day that we do see Universe sort of change it around, go towards the mid lane, but he did an amazing job. against that PL as we saw. He kept himself out. Sure, it did sort of end up being a 1v1 where he had a few levels advantage, but he made sure to not let mid one catch up. He got all the farm in the world from this lane, and he's certainly putting that farm to work. Universe on the Tiny. Making these moves, getting these catch-offs. Yeah, I've got a Blink Dagger on Fata now as well, though. So, eyes on the bat from Secret to see if he can make the plays. And as we saw game one, Fata was certainly able to step it up on the Bat Rider. So that's...
And Ace is still farming. Yes. He's been farming, I think he had like a triple Ancient stack that he just finished. So Vanguard, Arcane Boots, Soul Ring. Going for the Arcane Boots this game because he's got the IO, so being able to get that double mana is always going to be pretty useful as well for his teammates.
Eyes up top. Looking some experience at the moment. Will keep himself hidden as Ace shows his face. A Fnatic might try and go for a play onto this. They bring DJ and Arbed Brown. They're going for a smoke.
Abed's got a Yules already too.
Let's see if they can play around one of the two of them.
Going Ace is still going to be pretty difficult, so they're trying to look for the backlines. They're assuming that someone's behind him.
Yapso's got a relocate available if it feels necessary. I mean, as it is, Ace might just be able to walk himself home. We'll see how Yapso plays this. Quite far away at the moment, but keeping his distance so the Fnatic don't get eyes on him. He is going to look to charge at the relocate and takes Ace out.
And Abed died.
The Quill spray is too much. As Secret.
Look at the damage that Quill did. 2,000 because of how many procs with his back turned. The Timber just died instantly.
Gotta be careful how they poke about that Ace. And look at this as well.
Now
DJ gets caught off the back of it as well. That's 2 down after an attempt where Fnatic had the numbers going in on that.
They've got Universe coming in now, though. With that Blink Dagger, Yapsor gets rooted, will get quick bursted.
Got one. Can they get more out of this? Ace is going to look to start chasing down Envy. The Goo beginning to stack up. Puppy and Fata are going to be able to go back in, but instantly the telekinesis off the back.
Two-man stun.
Puppy finds the burst track onto 2. Lasso comes out from Fata. They found Pi. They hold down Envy. Envy now with a lot of stacks building up, but there's Arbed. Look for the turnaround. Comes in with the chakra. He's cut down one of the tree thrown for from Universe. Turns towards Fata. They've got the lockdown onto the bat. Arbed, one more chakra is going to be off the mark though. Shouldn't matter though as the Timber Chain comes through. Arbed grabs the double kill.
Great timing for Abed to respawn there. Ace was starting to really build up those quills on everybody, and with this mech too, he was able to heal a lot in that fight. But the numbers coming out from Fnatic were too much. But during all this, remember, there's still a Phantom Lancer in this game. Mid one is starting to catch back up, still bottom 5 net worth, but getting some damage in on that mid tower. Secret's starting to show their powers, in particular with this Bristle, how much he can do in this game.
Ace is looking pretty scary. And if your Timbersaur's going upon the Ace, Bristleback, and Arbed's dying, that's not great. They've got to somehow play around Ace, get in front of him, make sure that he does not get the chance to get these Quill Spray stacks so high.
Yeah, I think getting a Silver Edge on Universe can be a really good option. I think he did queue up the Shadow Blade, right? Yeah, so I think he could go for that. Would be nice versus the Bristle. Bottom. Mid one.
He's got the Diffusal Blade complete with the space that he's found.
Yep, decent, right? Not like not the ideal timing. Usually, like you've seen, like the 13-minute Aquila treads Diffusal, but treads Diffusal in this game. 16 after this poor start that he had. Some decent recovery, and he's queued up a Hood too.
Ace with the money pretty much for the full out Greaves if he wishes to do so. Incredibly farmed Bristleback, thanks to those kills that he's been handed with the failed attempts from Fnatic to take him down. 305 on the Bristol, being involved in all of Secret's kills this game, Ace. Arbed's backing out as quickly as he comes in. Knows that alone he does not want to toy around with this Bristleback, despite being the Timbersaw. He's seen before those Quill Spray stacks build up. He will suffer on the Timber at this stage.
Yeah. If you don't have your full reactive armor stacks versus the Bristle, it's not even just the quills. You actually hit incredibly hard too once you get those like goose stacks up. The minus armor really builds in, and that plus damage Fata. They found Envy here. The relocate's coming in as well.
They're going full in on this. Is there any way that Envy can play herself out or try and go for the Savage Roar, but it's not going to save him.
The Savage Roar actually pushes the Bristle and the IO right on top of him, but I don't think he had any way out of that anyway.
These are the sort of plays that we were talking about that you have to watch out for from Fata.
Did he have the
pickoffs?
That's twice now. Envy had the Relic really early and still no Radiance finished. So some very big, important kills for Secret. Catching them back up. Actually, they are in the net worth lead now by a slight margin.
Oh, and bottom lane, mid one. Picks off Pi in the trees.
He's back.
That lead that Fnatic had As we said, it was bigger than that they had of the lanes at game 1, but again, we're seeing it slip away. Secret just starting to take control of the map, getting their cores back into the game that did suffer in the earlier stages. Fnatic have got to be careful. They can't let this advantage slip away.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Universe does nearly have that Shadow Blade, but when that does come out, we've just got to look towards Fnatic to consistently look to find these pickoffs and plays themselves. Otherwise, Secret are just going to overrun them.
They have to play away from the Bristleback. He's way too strong at this moment. Puppy's just been on some like warding expedition game with the Sanking. He's 1-4, but you can feel like that impact. He's gotten a couple big stuns out, but the ward game is the really big thing. Always watching and seeing the rotations from Fnatic and getting that big catch on Envy was in particular because of that ward that he placed down.
That is a Shadow Blade for Universe complete. We'll see if he's able to catch anyone off guard with this.
Ace, like you mentioned. Guardian Greaves are finished. Full hood as well.
He's so fun on this bridge.
He is really tanky. Yeah. 2,000 HP with all this. DJ's kind of quieted down a bit after that early game. Just going to be going for that Aghanims build that we've been seeing him do after the medallion.
Middle tower has been denied.
Finally, Envy will complete the Radiance.
High mid. They don't want him though. They want a bigger target. You see Fada just changes priority. Finds Universe. Relocate's coming down.
They'll certainly take the Tiny. There they go with the commitment. They've got the backup. Universe surrounded. He has got the Shadow Blade, but Sentry down immediately. Will Secret to get the kill. Arbet now trying for the turnaround play. Goes in with the Chakra. Ace able to start stacking up those Quill Sprays though. They're trying to find Japsor, but Arbed, he's in a bit of trouble himself on the side. Mid one and Puppy, they found Envy. They go in straight away. Puppy with the epicenter, bringing Envy down low, and Envy, he'll fall. Secret, they've found two. Fnatic, unable to kill any of the members of Secret, and Arbed.
Fnatic,
He's in trouble
Fada
as
is
well.
looking for him. Yeah, he's got the Flame Break too. Doesn't connect. He's TPing out. There's a Yule's down in 2 seconds. Won't be able to get it off. Secret just outmaneuvering Fnatic around the map, forcing these reactions.
It's looking worrying for Fnatic. They had the lead and edge out of the lanes, but it slipped away. These sort of plays, the Fada lassos into the apps or relocates.
Yeah.
Just seeming to be too much for Fnatic to deal with.
And the big thing for me there is that priority, right? They see Pi in the mid lane and they're like, no, we don't want Pi. We know what he's up to. He's always doing this. He always just wants to die for his team. And they get the bigger target, getting themselves 2 of those cores.
Radiant's bottom tower
And mid
is
one
under
has
attack.
trickled his way back up to the top 3 net worth on this Phantom Lancer.
He's recovering like crazy. This PL now definitely an issue despite being shut down so heavily at the start. Midpont's played it perfectly since then.
And now Yapsor, he's got the Spirit Vessel finished. So versus that Timber Saw, it's going to be a big problem. The good thing is though, at least that Abed has the Yule Spill to remove that, but we've seen what can happen to these Timbers once that Vessel always comes out.
And Arbet does now have a Bloodstone, but that can go both ways at this stage.
Yeah.
In a game where the opposition is getting many more kills than you are in each of these fights.
And look at these sneaky wards by Puppy in the jungle that he placed. Pi was actually looking for them, but they aren't able to find either of the ones that he placed. So they will constantly have vision down bottom for the side of Secret. Mid one. It's tossed into the Centaur stun.
Let's see if they can finish it off. They can't. Doppelganger, will
He
touch
actually
the side.
He disjointed the relocate. Yapsor was trying to take him home.
Looks like it works out anyway.
Yeah, he's okay.
As Fnatic were just that bit spooked, as it were, backing off. Fada's hunting.
He's got Envy here.
He's found him. He's going to drag him back. He's there the backup to kill him. Puppy comes in with the epicenter burrow strike immediately on top of Envy, knocking him back as well with the flame break. Envy will tick out. Secret get the pick off yet again.
And that's without the relocate. That's not even a Sand King Blink Dagger either. Now Pi.
They're going to get more. Burrow strike comes in onto Pi. Mid one's there, ready to deal the damage as Pi is focused. Flame break. Well, final touch from mid one takes him down. Arbed trying to find kills in return, but they just can't do so now. Arbed, he's on the run. Puppy and Fada, they're looking for the chase down. They've got the burrow strike to cancel the timber chain. He is still pretty beefy though, Arbed. Without Lasso, Fada won't be able to have the control for Arbed. They look for a bit of an easier kill onto DJ though instead, and they'll try for it. Puppy, burrow strikes forward. Mid one and Yaps already to close the gap as well. DJ pops the Hand of God, won't be enough to keep him alive as DJ will fall.
They just seem unable to fight now versus Secret. Like, Universe is just cutting creep waves in the mid lane because he doesn't want to get in there without the Lone Druid. Secret finding the perfect pickoffs.
Their highest net worth, the Timbersaw, just Abed seems unable to really get the job done in these fights. He can't find those pickoffs.
And the same thing with Envy, right? Envy just walks in and just gets bursted up by all this magic damage. And now with this Bristleback, they make their way into the pit. The goo makes this die pretty damn fast, plus 270 damage on Ace at the moment.
And they've got Lasso available as well if they see a target. Fada is going to hide on the side, jumps in immediately, grabs Pi, drags him back into the claws of Yapster and Puppey. Pi will fall. Space is there for Roche.
The Dragon gets the kill, but he is dead and they secure themselves that Roche. Looking pretty similar to last game, Owen.
Getting out of hand, 24 minutes. Secret taking a good grasp at this game. Fnatic definitely with better means this time around to keep the game going. Envy, of course, with the Radiance into Axe build that he's trying for. Will have multiple ways of pushing out the side lanes, making it as hard as possible for Secret to close the game up.
They're just constantly under the vision, though. I mean, the warding game by Secret has been phenomenal in this series already. You see, like, bottom, they placed 3 or 4. They actually had 4 wards in here in the area previously, and none of them actually been taken out by Fnatic. They haven't been able to find any of them. You see Pi desperately trying to find them with all these sentries that he's been placing.
First, find some action, but at the same time, Fada does have an Invis rune.
Another sentry placed down by Pi, but Fada is able to get away. DJ is about to have Aghanims, so maybe once they have that, they can try to look to group up, because at this moment in time, they're getting split up by Secret constantly and getting picked off.
But yeah, mid one. Had to have a bit of a go onto the bear.
Doesn't kill it very fast.
Will take a bit of time to take down.
We'll keep chasing it though. Fusel. And meanwhile, Puppey actually dies while we're watching this. Not been able to find the Yules in the chakram kill.
I don't know if he kills this bear.
I don't know if he does either. Fada now though has found Abed. The relocate was coming in, but Abed was able to chain away.
That bear's still alive. Now it's getting close.
He's actually gonna get it.
Oh, there we go.
Took him a while. Universe now finds mid one too, but he does have Aegis and a Reaver already picked up. He's pretty damn tanky.
Mid one actually falls pretty low here. Mid one, he's just walking at them here. He's confident.
Got Aegis, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I don't think is he even going to pop the once? He might not.
They found Universe too in the sidelines there with Fada's lasso.
Look at that, they don't even need to use the Aegis. Mid one's kept alive.
Do they have reveal? They do have a dust on Yapstar as he tethers in.
They're going to get both of these, both Pi and Universe falling on this bottom lane. As mid one, as you say, feeling confident with the Aegis, pays off, doesn't even lose it.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Got it ready for next time round.
Did he use, I think he used like 800 mana to chase that bear. So DJ Aghanims, but still, like, Fnatic.
Just what the Fnatic do? Is it just a case of split pushing?
It really doesn't feel like they can group up
No.
versus this Sacred lineup. Like every single time they're getting split up around the map. Puppey looking for Abed here. Abed's about to, actually, Abed has Aghanims, so the damage is going to be there from that Timbersaw. But the rest of the heroes do feel quite weak at the moment versus Secret, especially when they have this Aegis.
Secret will grab the dragon. It just really feels that DJ, other than farming his axe, it's just a tough game for the Chen to do much.
How's the Radiance for Ace? Almost done. 1k.
Bottom laners, we can see Envy just continuing to push the side lanes with the Radiance on the back. Be sure that Secret find it hard to get in and go for a push there. I'm going to try and go for a play mid. Towards Abed. Abed gets the Timber Chain down to the low ground though. With the send back from Chen, he'll be out there.
He got the quick Yules on Fada before he can get the lasso, but now DJ getting isolated.
Put the hand of God. Envy trying to come up with the Savage Roar to save DJ. Spirit Lance comes in from mid one though. They'll rush into the base and Secret get the kill. They'll take the Chen out of it. They've got the creeps pushed in on top so they could try for the tier 2 tower as well. With a member down on Fnatic, unlikely that they'll hold off this push.
Universe was trying to get some split push going too in the meanwhile, but with the quick ports in, Secret continuing this lead. 6k already now, 10k experience.
Building up, and
Now it's a heart on this PL.
Yeah, a mid-1 PL that suffered at the start, but is in a wonderful place now.
I mean, they don't really have the means to catch or kill him now anymore. They already were pretty limited on their disables from the draft.
Abed.
It's all going to be how much can Abed do with this Aghanims.
Just trying to play around with Ace, but the goo is starting to stack up. Just have the Shrine, but Ace is ready to play around there. He's going to bring mid-1 in as well, Abed. Let's have a lot of maneuverability, of course, though. Will run away. Ace changes target now. Looks towards Pi, the easiest squishy kill, and Pi just melts.
Look at this. I mean, Ace is just running through him. They can't stop this Bristle. 609 on Ace. Universe is able to claim the bottom tower.
Bottom tower is under attack.
But this Bristle, relentless.
Pulling those waves around as well. They're trying their best, Fnatic, to make sure the Secret can't get away with pushing down too many towers at this stage.
Under attack.
Hunter's on the hunt for that bear though. He's looking to play around with it, just keep himself out of range of the Savage Roar. Really wants to try and get that tasty 300 gold.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It looks like he should have a good shot of doing that. Yapso comes in as well for the glory. Now take the gold.
And also, the thing is that with Envy, he's been using his bear to like split push around. It's died a couple times, but he's actually just been kind of sitting in the base. So because of this, you look, Envy's level 15 on this Lone Druid. While you look at the cores on the side of Secret, it's 22 Bristle, 19 PL, 17 Batrider. He's really starting to fall behind in experience. But they're not actually able to take any fights. Secret just constantly splitting them up.
Secret seeing if they could catch out Abed, but he heads to the side shop, TP's away.
Relocate. Directly on top of DJ.
DJ just go for the first, and they've actually got the combo here with Universe. They take down Yapso. Now mid-1, who will be able to fight for a bit of time, buying time for the rest of Secret to come forward. Mid-1 looks towards DJ, focusing the Chen. Chen will fall. Secret get anything more out of this, they'll look towards the army of Chen. We'll take the creeps away.
Bit of a suicide relocate. They were trying to get a bigger target there for sure. Pada is on the prowl with this Invis rune. He's stalking Universe. He also has a dust on himself as well, so that Shadow Blade will not be able to save them if they can actually get the further catch.
Does have Abed nearby though, Universe. We'll see what Abed could do to help out this man. They turn towards Fada. Fada puts the BKB.
To put him on the high ground.
Uni does have a TP in 7 seconds, but as you say, with the
He's burning.
vision they've got, with Puppy coming forward, they've got the control. Burrow Stroke will be enough to hold down Universe, take him out. Fada still alive. Abed's trying to look for the finish. Can he find the kill?
The Radiance is ticking, and he will with that blink.
Abed's really got to do big things this game.
Yep.
So much weight on this Timber Saw.
He is very farmed, and he is still the highest level in the game because of that experience gain talent. 5 and 2.
Where do you think he needs to go item-wise after the bots? If you're looking to sort of, at the moment, just heavily carry your team, as you mentioned, Envy is going to be quite some time before he himself could do much in sort of the fighting department. At the moment, it's all about the split push.
I still think being able to remove the Spirit Vessel is key. Sure, he has the Yule Scepter, but I think a Lotus Orb is really valuable, and I think he did just queue it up, so. So he's going to be decently useful as well versus Batrider. I was thinking either Lincoln's or Lotus Orb before he... But it's still, I mean, it's looking incredibly difficult for the other heroes. Like the Lone Druid and the Tiny, they're not able to really get involved. Sure, Abed's going to be great, but... And Envy's still just been sitting in the base, and now he's got an Aghanim, so sure, he can do this split push, and I think that's what their plan is. They're like, okay, we can't actually fight Secret, so we gotta just commit fully to that split.
And Universe was in quite a good spot at the start, but he's starting to fall behind now. Top lane, Fada finds the ground for Pi. Got a relocate coming in as well, as Yapster wants to join the party.
I think he always should join the party like that, just to get those Spirit Vessel charges. So he was sitting at 0, now he's up back to 2.
This game 2 really starting to look like it's going in a similar direction as that of game 1. Secret just making it look impossible for Fnatic to find the pickoffs. Universe
was looking at Yapstor for a second here.
Jump forward, Universe goes with the combo onto the IO. Is it enough to pop him in? Yapstor will fall. Mid-1 turns towards Abed though, and Mid-1 has the back of a base. Abed, can he get himself out of this? It does go for the Timber Chain. Turns with the double chakra, but he's out of mana now. One more Timber Chain is all that he can afford to do. They are going to continue to chase with the illusions. Fada's got the wraparound. He's still pretty tanky though, Abed. His long-range Timber Chains are enough to get him out. He gets the blink off with that talent, and he's out of there.
Being able to get that, the chain before that Yule Scepter happens, so he's able to pull himself out of that one when Fada was trying to cancel it. To get themselves a kill, and some Bloodstone charges.
He is very elusive, this Timbersaw, now level 25. Abed trying his best to be the nuisance that keeps the game going for Fnatic.
Said he has to put in a lot of work here. And this is the full split push, right? The Ags Chen split pushing one lane, the Bear with the Aghanim split pushing the other one.
I'll pay your tribute.
But eyes on Poppy. Poppy does get the Burrow Strike off. TPs are coming forward. To the Shrine, Ace and mid one there, ready to chase down mid one, looking to head straight into the fight. Turns towards Universe. Got the slow for the Diffusal Blade. At the same time, you've got Fada. Finds the grab with the lasso. Onto Pi, drags the Rubik back. Universe getting surrounded as well, but the relocate comes in from Yapsor. Fnatic losing both Universe and Pi. Poppy seeing if you can hunt down for more on the back of this chase. Envy was able to get the Bear at least out of there. Again, these sort of fights instantly being responded to by Secret. Space is there for the mid lane though, as they boost the trap the Bear out. Envy gets the tier 2 tower.
All about that split push.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ace is going to be going for Octarine.
Envy does some damage here to this tier 3.
Picking up several boots of travel here on Secret in the past few moments. Ace had one for a while, but he's got those 2 boots now. Same thing for mid one. And they will make their way to the pit, so Aegis and Cheese, maybe they can try to force something, but these lanes, they have to keep addressing them to make sure that Fnatic can't do this split push.
No way that Fnatic can get towards the Roche pit in time to stop Secret.
I don't think they can take a head-on fight either. It's way too difficult versus this lineup with this advantage, as we've seen.
How's Envy doing on the money towards the AC?
Yeah, he's still quite a ways away. He just bought the boots of travel on his Lone Druid Bear. Still level 15, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He has not gained any experience in like 7 minutes or so, or maybe even longer than that.
Yeah, we've got
the Bear now top.
Got to make sure that he doesn't get an AFK abandon. He's not getting any XP.
I mean, if he does leave the base, he's at risk of dying, right?
That should help.
He's fallen behind all of Secret's experience. Like even the IO's level 18, and this is...
Oh, the poor old Bear.
That's the second Bear. He just resummoned and sent it down bottom. Secret were ready for it.
So, he's without a Bear.
No Bear for 100 seconds.
What does he do now? Does he try and get out of the base?
I don't know, but Pi is dying first.
Did manage to invest his money in a Bleak Deck before he falls.
They're looking for Abed here. He does get the Lotus Orb during the lasso.
See if he can play his way out. He's got the Timber Chain.
And the quick blink away.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like I haven't seen many Timbers do that.
What, when he timbers and he uses himself to make sure? Yeah.
There's no way.
No way that they can
you
stop
could stun or stop it, interrupt it. Yeah, that's some cute little stuff there from Abed. Yeah, unless they get any sort of dispel, an Nullifying, so it's impossible to stop him from getting away with that extra range.
And now with no Bear, this high ground time for Secret, they've got a DD as well on Ace, so he is punching through this tower very quickly. Level 25 now on this Bristle.
See what Abed could do to stop this push. He's going to try his best, but mid one and Ace just standing the ground. Universe comes in with the Avalanche, the Tree Toss, but already the tier 3 is fallen.
I
I mean, Envy's on a mission. He's just looking for some creeps on the other side of the map, but he can't help his team.
I can see the jump forward here. One, just hitting this melee racks of Fnatic. They just seem like they can't do anything to get him off them.
So Envy's trying to cut the mid-wave with this movement, it seems. He sent a Hellbear Smasher to stop this, since there is no wave now at the moment for Secret, but they got what they came for. They found that Rax.
They are out of there.
barracks are under attack.
Just look to try and rinse and repeat this Team Secret.
I mean, like, Fnatic's just in desperation mode. They're just like, we can't fight versus this lineup. We have to do all we can to split push. And Secret just keep getting a bigger lead. And when you're playing a lineup like this, versus a lineup like this with Batrider, and you're constantly split pushing, you're bound to get heroes killed. That's just gonna happen. The Octarine now finished for Ace on top of that 15% lifesteal. I don't know. Yeah, they don't kill this Lone Druid, or they don't kill this Bristle. 8-0-10, having a flawless game.
Proven to be quite the pick, and one of those picks that you probably would not have expected. Yet Secret again in these grand finals, still showing us that they've got some tricks up their sleeves.
Fada looking for that split pushing bear.
The salvage draw, that should be enough to get the bear blinked out. Abed very close to having Shiva's guard. Complete the bear. Actually down bottom again. He's going to get a god upon it. He's trying to get the tier 3 tower. Is he going to be able to do so? No, he's not. Bear is out. 60 seconds for the resummon.
Ace now takes note from what Fnatic's doing. He's starting to cut some creep waves because he's like, come at me. You can't kill me. How close to the Silver Edge? They don't quite have it on Universe. Yeah, he has the money, but he can't really get out there, and he wants to save for buyback.
Yeah, absolutely. At this stage of the game, with the push that Secret can come in with. And now they've got to make sure that they're ready with their second lives. And mid-bomb, still with the Aegis, ready to play aggressive on bottom.
Yeah, and DJ's just had these Ancients up top pretty much in the last 15 minutes of the game, just trying to keep the split push going. But every single time, Secret's there to respond with all these boots of travels and ways to catch, and we'll grab Dragon before it gets sent home. But now they go, threaten the high ground. They've got creeps available in the base. In a moment, backdoor does kick in for a second, but the creeps are coming in.
Universe did manage to get out to the shop, has got the Silver Edge.
All right.
He's on his way back, but the tier 3, it's falling. Secret have exposed a second set of wraps. They're not looking to back up anytime soon. Universe is going to try and look for an opening. Goes up to Ace, does manage to get the Silver Edge hit, but he's still pretty tanky. Is he tanking up though? He's falling pretty quick actually, but Ace, he's Glimmer Cave gets the sidelines. Will be able to keep himself alive now. Fada jumps in. Lasso once for Wemby, holds the Lone Druid in position. The Hannah God comes out from TJ. They're trying to save their members, but Poppy's in with the epicenter. Straight on top of DJ Abed. Timber chains across, but Fnatic, they've lost 2. No Envy, no DJ, no Pylai die. As Abed and Universe, the only 2 left alive, they'll get themselves back to the fountain. The Secret have all the space in the world to take a second melee rack.
And with like the Silver Edge and Penitence, they're almost able to bring down Ace, but then Yapzor, he's got a cheese. So Tethers, cheeses Ace, all the way back up to full health. And now they're looking to get the final set of racks.
Abed's trying to play around with him. Universe does have the combo onto Puppy, but it's not quite enough damage to get that kill. Puppy will survive. Mid 1 and Ace focusing objectives straight up to the third and final set of tier 3s and racks. As they'll take down the tower, look towards the racks. Fnatic with no buyback on Envy as such, even though that probably does not matter at this stage. They cannot hold this push. Universe gets surrounded. He will look towards Fada, but again the Glimmer Cape keeping him alive. Universe is now the one in trouble. He's Jules'd up. He'll turn with a couple more punches, but he will fall. Universe down for 70. Mid 1 cleans up the final set of racks. As Fada BKBs, TP's out. Fnatic just can't get a single kill in return for Secret taking the entire base.
The game plan for Secret just all coming into play at the right moment in time. Not really allowing Fnatic's lineup to do what it wants to do with this Radiance Bear. They just completely shut down everything that Fnatic had planned.
And they're just so far ahead now, 25k gold lead.
Look at the experience too.
Only Abed really in a relevant position in terms of core value from Fnatic.
It's been like that for a while though.
Sure.
It's really been like, what can Abed do here?
Yeah.
And look at this, a nullifier purchased from Fada. They're looking to try to get this catch onto Abed here.
Oh, and they found the lasso. They hold him down. Nullifier upon him. Mid 1 and Yapzor there to surround him. We'll get the Timber Chain out. They are going to try and chase. Spirit Vessel upon him. We'll remove it with the Lotus Orb again with the Yules. Timber Chain play, creating the distance. Abed will get out of there. But the Bear might not be quite as fortunate. Mid 1 closes down on him. He's got the slow from the Skadi. And he does have the resummon. A Secret looking absolutely terrifying here in these finals.
Yeah. It's just these game plans, right? These drafts. You see the lanes play out and you're like, wow, Fnatic's in a great position, and then everything just becomes impossible. This Bristleback.
Ooh, they look for Puppy.
They will find one kill.
That's something. Gonna need a whole lot more of those though, Fnatic. It's Bloodthorn on Ace. So much control, lockdown, and damage from Secret's lineup.
The levels for me is the biggest thing that's the biggest disparity, because I'm just looking at it. It's 14, 15, 16, Chen, Rubik, Lone Druid, and then everybody else is above level 20s. And look at that on Secret. Well, the support's level 21, 22 on both Puppey and Yapsor. I mean, it's because they were just getting involved in every single kill while Fnatic was on a full defensive manner. Abed. With the Yule's play again. Able to retreat.
Envy. He needs all the tomes in the world. Trying to study himself up a few levels, and with that has reached level 18. He's getting there. The studying's paying off.
Illusion.
Is it though? Such a hard game. Secret's just got so many luxury items now too, and with full map control, I mean, they've got Megas, so it's possible for Fnatic to do much here.
See what they can do with it. Go for a smoke play. Arbed on the front. Can Fnatic catch anyone of Secret off guard? Mid-one's got a double damage ring.
I mean, Abed's still incredibly hard to kill. But the rest of his team, not so hard.
Looking for Envy. They're not really fully committing. That's not the big kill. Arbed is the one that they know they could take out. And that may as well just be the game if they can find him. Arbed gets himself back. Pi does get back in with a stolen Burrow Strike. Nullify it down onto the Timbersaw. Puppey comes in with the control. Burrow Strike, Epicenter. The self-fuels, they are looking to send Arbed back to the base, and they'll do so. Arbed back to safety, but the bear will fall.
He really is full raid boss. They can't actually kill him. They're throwing absolutely everything to try to bring him down, but now creeps are in the base. The Megas are starting to add up. And Fnatic hold.
Secret might be as best at this point to ignore the Timbersaw and just look to close the game. They're going to try on him again. He's got the Lotus Orb upon him. They'll drop the Nullifier, but again, Arbed's fine. Can hold his ground. Secret's starting to back away. Arbed comes forward with the Chakram looking for Fada, but the tether's there from Yapsor, as well as the Glimmer Cape, keeping him alive. Towards the base, Universe and TJ being forced back. Ace in mid one, look towards Envy. He's come out a little too far. The Nullifier upon him is being slowed up, surrounded. Envy will fall. He's down for 70. Same time though, Ace does get down to about 50% HP. Arbed comes back, ready to help out, removes the Suns with the Lotus, there to jump forward. They have managed to find the lasso. They look to drop the combo down onto mid-one, but he jumps back with the doppelganger, piled up with the stolen Burrow Strike, comes in onto the Batrider. They kill Fada. Fada's gone for 80 seconds, but Pi will pay with his life. The tier 4s are falling though. Moving in, and Envy taps out. They know that this one's over. GG is called, and Secret now leading 2-0 in this best of 5 grand finals against
The drawing board, right? Fnatic, I thought they got pretty much what they wanted. They got their Lone Druid, they got their Chen.